For over 50 years now, LEGO has produced thousands of different types and styles of minifigures. There's some that we like more than the rest, and then there's some that we never seen before. But out of the vast selection to choose from, like babies, doctors, construction workers, and groomers, I guess, have you ever wondered how LEGO went from looking like that to creating detailed minifigures, teaming up with Oscar-winning movies, famous TV shows and comic book legends? Well, in this video I'll tell you how they've gone from creating over 16,000 unique styles of minifigures and producing over 4 billion minifigures worldwide. First, we need to go back 54 years to 1971. LEGO comes out with the Homemaker set where you can create your own home however you like. Then after experimenting in 1972 and 3, they come out with the LEGO set 200, featuring 5 different styles of LEGO dolls. Upon the release of the new LEGO dolls, LEGO started adding it into multiple different sets to add a bit more of a play feature to it. Come 1975, LEGO wanted to downsize the dolls and start experimenting with a different style of minifigure. After a few different designs, LEGO released set number 363, featuring 7 of its brand new minifigures, adding a stretcher and even its very first wheelchair. And after the feedback of its new minifigures in 1976 to 77, they went on to create new minifigures. They experimented with different styles of torsos, legs. They even tried doing a spring action leg. But after many different designs and styles, LEGO created the blueprint of the one that we know today. Then in 1978, LEGO released the set number 297, where they released a brand new minifigure as a doll on a shelf. After sneaking the minifigure into other doll sets, they went on to create their own LEGO sets that featured only the minifigures. This sparked a vast majority of different styles of LEGO sets and minifigures. Upon the new release, LEGO wanted to make sure that you kept playing with the product, so they kept releasing different types of hats, helmets, torsos, just so you wouldn't get bored. After continuously making different styles of LEGO sets over the span of the next 3 years, LEGO only released 5 sets with the original doll in it. Then in 1982, LEGO released the set 264, being the last set ever to feature the doll in it. As we head into 1989, LEGO releases a Pirate Collection, again making multiple different sets and minifigures. And instead of having the plain old boring face that stares into your soul every time it looks at you, they added different facial features, being different coloured hair, eye patches and a beard, and a moustache as well. Now we make our way into 1990, where LEGO brings out a castle set that has a ghost featured in it. This is the first minifigure to have a full body mould and the very first one to be glow in the dark. Now in 1993, LEGO releases more medieval sets. There's a wizard that appears in a couple of the sets that has the very first beard mould. And there's also another thing that was new to that year. In set 6105, there's a knight that comes with a cape, and that's the very first cape that was ever released. Now this is where the fun begins. In 1999, upon the release of
LEGO and Star Wars join forces for the first time, so you can build authentic LEGO X-Wings and Y-Wings. Only you can help Luke and the Rebels defeat Darth Vader and his TIE Fighter and save the galaxy.
You did it! You saved us!
Lego Mania! Lego Mania!
The new LEGO Star Wars collection, each set sold separately.
As The Phantom Menace comes out in theatres, LEGO releases multiple Star Wars sets, not knowing that releasing this new range, Star Wars would actually be the one to save LEGO from going bankrupt. But as they brought out multiple sets, LEGO would introduce a new head mould, being the very first one to add to LEGO. Now for the year I was born, 2001. LEGO teams up with another movie franchise, being
Harry Potter and LEGO. Welcome to a wondrous world where you can feel the magic building. The new LEGO Harry Potter collection, each set sold separately.
LEGO releases a total of 11 Harry Potter sets in 2001, and amongst one of those sets is the very first double-sided face, being Professor Quill. Now as they go on to keep releasing Star Wars and Harry Potter sets, in 2002 they bring out the very first short legs, being featured on LEGO Star Wars Ewok and Harry Potter's Goblin. Now as we make our way into 2003, LEGO will go on to release a set that they wouldn't know would be the most expensive set and have one of the most expensive minifigures in it. And that is the LEGO Star Wars Cloud City. The set itself goes for a total of 10 grand, and the Boba Fett minifigure in it goes for a total of 4.5 grand. That is a lot of money. But there's something else that came in that set, and that was the very first Dark Skins minifigure, being Lando Calrissian. And that wasn't the only one that came out in that year. There was the NBA series that also featured the dark skin. Then after that, they ditched the yellow skin and started adding real-life skin colour. Although they kept the yellow skin with the LEGO City sets, any movie that they teamed up with, they used the real-life skin colour. But for some reason, they still use yellow skin for Star Wars. But that changed in 2005 when they brought out new sets featuring the real-life skin colour. But as the years went by, LEGO kept pushing out sets teaming up with TV shows and other types of movies. Absolutely smashing out Star Wars sets that would be worth hundreds of dollars today, and then making sets that are just smashed up in a tub in my cupboard. Don't worry, I will build them again one day. As we make our way into 2009, LEGO releases a series called Space Police. This features a lot of criminal aliens that are on the run from the police, and amongst all the crazy head molds that they have, one of the aliens was the very first minifigure to include 4 arms. Also coming out in that year was the very first headpiece with the slot in it so you can have different hair accessories. Now in 2010, LEGO want to try out something new and they bring out a minifigure series where you buy a pack for $4, featuring a total of 16 minifigures, and the goal is to collect every single one of them. Upon bringing this out, one of the minifigures features the very first robot arm. But the craziness doesn't stop there. LEGO continues to push out these series, having different types of minifigures that you can add into your collection. But it didn't stop there. After 9 series in 2013, they wanted to step it up a notch by releasing the 10th series, featuring a rare minifigure called Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold would go on to be becoming one of the most expensive minifigures to this day. Only a total of 5,000 were ever produced. The bag went for a total of $4. It cost $8,000 now. Tell you what, that's a crazy profit. And there's still packs out there to this day that still have Mr. Gold in them. After making multiple DC and Marvel sets, in 2014, as they bring out the Guardians of the Galaxy set, Rocket the Raccoon is the very first minifigure to feature that tower mold. And as the years go on, LEGO just keeps stepping it up a notch, just adding more and more pieces, having it more detailed sets, making it more expensive as well. But as they keep teaming up with movies and TV shows, in 2020, they added the very first hearing device onto the minifigure head. And not stopping there, in 2022, they added the very first prosthetic leg. In the past, minifigures have had either peg legs or robot legs, but this one's the real-life prosthetic leg. They also went on to add 2 more skin tones, totaling it up to 7 skin tones now. And now we hit 2025. LEGO doesn't fail to amaze us every time they bring out a new series of sets. They just keep adding multiple details to the sets and the minifigures, just making it more enjoyable for every age. But it's crazy how it started off with one little brick and now it's a worldwide sensation.